And a very good afternoon to you. And now, Prester John, a king from the East. It was the time of the first crusades. Many Europeans believed in Prester John, a Christian king from the East. And Prester John's army was the most powerful of all. There was no one he couldn't defeat. No one could stand in his way. And just at that time, the retaking of Jerusalem was not going to plan. The infidels were proving hard to defeat. The crusaders were not so good as believed. In fact, they were bad. An ally was badly needed. And so a messenger was sent to the east with a letter from the Pope. Prester John, Pope Alexander III believed, would be a friend he could count on. Two Christians together and one common cause. But there was one very small problem. No one knew where Prester John lived. No one knew where to find him, and he had never been seen. Prester John was a mystery. And to make matters worse, the messenger never returned, and the crusaders had to do the job on their own. But where was Prester John? The answer was easy. If it wasn't the Far East, then India was next on the list. But he wasn't there either, and the search was taken to Africa. But Prester John and his army were nowhere to be seen, and to this day they still haven't been found. Prester John was one of the greatest myths of all times. Many people believed it. The truth is that Prester John was thought up by Bishop Otto of Freising in the 12th century. The story the bishop invented was that Prester John was a descendant of one of the three wise kings mentioned in the nativity story in the Bible. The rest of the story, the army, power, and so on, grew on its own. People like stories, and the stronger and bigger the better. Prester John was, and still is, one of the best stories of all times. Prester John, a king from the East.